Black everything, and we back. Yes, indeed. Welcome, 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 y'all. Um, we're gonna continue with this blackness. You know what I'm saying? Remembering who you are. You know, doing some inner soul searching. Um, this session we're going with a book called "Brainwashed: Challenging the Myth of Black Inferiority" by Tom Burrell. And this has a bunch of things that's going. That is going on with us as a people, as a community, that we need to get straightened out in order for us to get to the place we need to be. But I'm going to just skip around the chapters and things like that. This chapter that we're going to go through today is chapter 7, Buy Now, Pay Later. All right, and it goes a little something like, Buy now, pay later. Why can't we stop shopping? For the young kids, it's about having brand new white gym shoes. They are impoverished, but they are buying $200 gym shoes, clothes that I can't afford, and I have a good job. Why aren't their families putting that money into savings, into a college fund? Why do they have $300 phone but no computer? That's a quote from Will, the teacher, 40 years old. All right, we go into the chapter. Excuse me. It was a great time of optimism for four-time NBA All-Star Latrell Sprewell. The money was flowing at such an awesome pace during the 2004-2005 season that the superstar was able to reject a three-year, $21 million extension on his already $14.6 million contract with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Less than 3 years later, numerous news agencies reported the financial woes of Sprewell, who hadn't played pro ball since rejecting the offer. Apparently, the basketball player who owed about 70,000 in unpaid taxes, his company Sprewell Motors had not paid credit card bills in months. His home was up for foreclosure, and his $1 million yacht was auctioned off to help pay what he owed on the boat. Black kids who dream of living the glorious lives of basketball superstars should know, according to the statistics cited by the NBA Players Association, that about 60% of retired basketball players go broke within 5 years of leaving the NBA. Since black players dominate professional basketball, it's safe to assume that a large proportion of the 60% are black. Sprewell's an appropriate Sprewell is an appropriate example of the financial slam dunk NBA players face after the limelight dims. But basketball is not the only dominion here where black wealth is often intangible, an intangible facade. Before he passed away in June 2009, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, lived way above his already overextended means. According to Newsweek, Jackson's history of bad management, excessive personal spending, and big legal bills left him at his death facing bankruptcy. Jackson ran up hundreds of millions in personal debt borrowed against his assets. Newsweek estimated his total borrowing may have exceeded $400 million. Yet during the 2003 documentary Living with Michael Jackson, Jackson took British journalist Martin Bashir and his camera crew on a lavish multi-million dollar Las Vegas shopping spree, purchasing elaborate vases, marble chests, 10-foot urns, and other expensive objects that as if they were like M&Ms. Even as Jackson's world was collapsing under debt, the media captured other spending exploits in 2005. $150,000 blown in under 30 minutes at Harrods, a luxury London department store, and another impromptu midnight shopping spree in 2006 at London's trendy top shop on Oxford Street. Excuse me. We can never know for sure, but it seems as if the extravagant purchases were the late entertainer's way of replacing the reality of insecurity and low self esteem with the illusion of comfort and control. It's a reality shared by millions of emotionally fractured but less fortunate blacks. Bravo came, Bravo cable television network Real Housewives of Atlanta was promoted as a reality series showcasing the professional, social, and family lives of five suburban Atlanta women. Four of the five housewives are African American. During the first season, the women were living large, showing off custom built mansions, luxury cars, and designer clothes. Viewers tagged along as the women enjoyed private spas at the Botox appointments, attended highbrow parties and fundraisers, and even an $18,000 birthday party on one mom hosted for her 11-year-old daughter. Turns out, according to numerous media reports, three of the four black wives were actually broke or struggling to hold on what they had. One of the women who filed bankruptcy in 2007 was evicted from her multi-million dollar Georgia mansion and faced a lawsuit from her ex-husband for defaulting on a $150,000 loan. The spouse of another housewife owed more than $100,000 in taxes. The couple's five-bedroom home seen on the show was actually rental property from which they were eventually evicted due to missed payments. News reports also noted that another cast member bounced a $346 check, had to sell her lavish home, and in 2008 was forced to take her children out of private school and enroll them in public school. The women seem to have followed the paths blazed by the black notables whose fortunes were squandered due to personal flaws, lack of education, lack of financial education, or need to boost their self-esteem through spending. The Atlanta housewives aren't the only ones who take cues from the celebrities. Those of us who are getting by and those who are but one paycheck away from poverty like to live like rich and famous do. We wear clothes they wear, consume the products they endorse, and try our damnedest to live the celebrity high life. There's a historical timeline of black money madness that spans the eras of vaudeville, vaudeville, segregated baseball, and black entertainers only chitlin circuits. Unfortunately, it's a negative timeline we still share today. Here we go. That's part of chapter 7 here. Buy it now, pay later. We're going to get back on it. Brainwash. Tom Burrell. Mm-hmm. Let's go. All black everything. Just sharing. Knowledge brings that power. Get your power back. Let's go. All black everything. Peace, love.